Hello everyone, today we are going to talk about the city and the countryside. So, I'm sure that you know what the city is. City is similar to town. What about the countryside? Countryside is land not in town, cities or industrial area that is either used for farming or left on its natural condition. What about things that we often see in the countryside? First, we can find farm. And then, this is fields. This is forest. This one is hills. This one is mountain. And then, it's a river. We can also find lake and pond. It is path, while this is village. So to remember again about the vocabulary related to things that we often find in the countryside, let's repeat the vocabulary. Please repeat after me. Farm, fields, forest, hills, mountain, river, lake, pond, path, village. Do you know all the meaning of this vocabulary? If you don't know the meaning, you can check your dictionary. What about in the city? What can we find in the city? There are lots of interesting stores and restaurants in the city. There are wonderful parks, museums, libraries, movie theater, bank, cafe, supermarket, and many other things. In the previous semester, you already learned about public places that we often find in the town. So everyone, where do you live by the way? Do you live in the city or in the countryside? Well, for me, I live in the city. How long have you lived there? When we want to talk about the duration on how long we already live in a certain area, we can use particular tenses. The tenses that we can use is present perfect tense. What's present perfect tense? First, we are going to see the form or the pattern for present perfect tense. We have affirmative sentence. The form for affirmative sentence is subject plus have or has plus verb 3. Several subjects use have, such as I, you, we, and they, while the other subjects like he, she, and it use has. Let's take a look on the example. I have gone to Merapi Mountain. She has visited the lake in the countryside. They have lived in that village for 40 years. Those are examples for affirmative sentence. Now let's move on to negative form. The formula is subject plus have or has plus not plus verb 3. For instance, I haven't gone to Merapi Mountain. She hasn't visited the lake in the countryside. They haven't lived in that village for 40 years. And the last we have interrogative form or yes or no question. The pattern consists of have or has, depends on the subject, and then subject, and it is followed by verb 3. For example, have you gone to Merapi Mountain? Yes, I have. Or no, I haven't. Has she visited the lake in the countryside? Have they lived in that village for 40 years? So, one thing that is important in present perfect tense is that you have to know the verb 3 or the past participle. If you don't remember about the third verb, so it's quite difficult to construct present perfect tense. Next, let's talk about the function of present perfect tense. First, it is used for an action that happened in unspecified time. So the time when doing the action is not clear. For example, the children have tidied their room. So in this sentence, we just want to emphasize that the children have cleaned their room. So now their room is clean. When? Yeah, we don't know because we just want to emphasize on the action. And the second function is for an action that has just finished. Just here can be translated into baru saja. For example, Mark is having lunch and now he has just had lunch. Dia baru saja selesai makan siang. So we use time expression just for this function. The third usage of present perfect tense is for an action that started in the past and hasn't finished. So it still lasts until now. Let's see the example. We bought the house in 2000. Now we still live in the neighborhood. Imagine that now we are in 2015. So we can say we have lived here for 14 years or we have lived here since 2000. Time expressions that are used for this function is for and since. And the next function is to talk about experience we have or haven't lived. For example, he has flown a plane but he has never tried bungee jumping. Have you ever traveled by plane? Time expression for this function are ever and never. So let's sum up the time expression that we often use in present perfect tense. We have ever, never, just, already, yet, for, since, how long, so far, lately, or recently. We are going to talk more about already, yet, for, and since in the following meeting. Another Expressions that are oftenly found in present perfect tense is have gone to or have been to. Actually, they are similar. Let's look at the example. Mary has gone to London. I miss her so much. From this sentence, we can conclude that Mary is still there. She is still in London. We can also sometimes say, have you ever been to London? Of course, I've been to London a lot of time. It's such an amazing city. So, I have been to is similar to I have gone and come back. Well, that's about present perfect tense and also some vocabulary related country, site, and the city. See you in another opportunity. Bye bye.